You are God. After a couple thousand years of people thinking you don't answer their prayers, you realize you've had yourself on mute on the celestial microphone you use to talk to humans. Testing, can any of you stupid fucks hear me? Those were the first words which God spoke to us. Of course, at first, everyone assumed that they simultaneously experienced the same schizophrenic delusion and simply stared off into the distance. We were unable to comprehend the obnoxiously loud celestial voice which screamed into the world and decided to insult each and every single one of us for the sheer crime of existing. I myself looked at my brother when those first words rang out, and we both stared at each other with slack-jawed expressions, wondering which of us would ask about the sudden voice first, but not wanting to be the first to ask in case the other decided to have us commit to an asylum. For fuck's sake, Jerome, it's not fixed and the stupid things are still ignoring me. Okay, you definitely heard it that time, right? I put a hand to my ears in hopes that I could drown out the booming voice. Yeah, Greg, I heard that, he said, as he looked around the room. Is it some new public broadcast system? It sounded like it came from inside my head though, I said, as I felt the dull throb of a headache nip away at me, and threatened to turn into something far worse. I guess this is just a weird dream then, he said, as he started making very strange movements with his hands which I could not comprehend, nor did I even want to. No, this isn't a dream, dumb barse, I said, it's definitely real. How do you? Okay, thanks for that answer, only took you a minute. I clutched at my head, wishing I could stifle that unfathomable torment. Okay, so, I'm basically the god of this place, and apparently, I've been talking to myself for the last 2,000 years. I always thought you lot were just ignoring me, but no, apparently you just couldn't hear me like that's any better. So I'm going to make some changes around here. This is some weird joke, man, said my brother, his eyebrows now permanently furrowed. He poured himself an entire glass of whiskey, and then handed the glass off to me. But before I could even ask him what he was doing, he turned the bottle on himself and downed the rest of the alcohol within. Nice, I said, as I followed suit by finishing the entire glass in a matter of seconds. Because you idiots can't keep killing each other for 5 seconds, I'm going to punish you. Isn't this whole thing your fault? I yelled at the ceiling, venting my frustrations to nobody in particular. If you took better care of us, then this wouldn't happen. Shut up, Greg, I didn't ask you. At those booming words, my brother broke into a fit of laughter, unable to comprehend if what happened was actually God telling me off, or nothing more than the most bizarre of coincidences. No, fuck you, God, I said, as I continued to yell at the ceiling, wondering if that made any difference. What kind of shitty God just fucks off for 2,000 years? I already know you know what, fuck you, Greg. The first guy that kills Greg gets guaranteed eternal life. I looked at my brother and gripped the glass in my hand tightly. Don't you dare, you little shit. I saw his grip on the bottle tighten. Don't worry, he said, with a faint laugh, I ain't doing shit. Before I could say another word, he swung the bottle at me. I managed to avoid it due to nothing more than sheer luck, and slammed my own glass into the side of his head. I heard the sound of shattering glass and an anguished scream, and felt blood trickle down my hand, which I hoped was not my own. Not wanting to take it any further, I fled from my home and down the street. What are you waiting for? Kill Greg. At that moment, I feared for all the other Gregs out there that I had cursed to a terrible fate.